This is your girl Sandy, and I am with KJ.
Your boy. All right.
And you are tuned in to I Love Marvel. Our topic is urban ghetto. Soweto is an abbreviation of Southern Western Township. For those that don't know, now you know. I think a lot of people probably still think that Soweto is like ghetto, but we have actually urban areas in Soweto. Right?
That's true.
So I'm just going to give you a brief background. Soweto is one of the largest townships in South Africa. It has approximately 32 townships, and these townships are vibrant and they are alive with different cultures all around. James Mpanza is known as the father of Soweto. In 1959, the residents of Sophia Town were forcefully removed, and they then occupied an area called Meadowlands, and that is in Soweto as well. Since 1959, Soweto has grown rapidly so, and the culture, like I said, is alive with possibilities, and one needs to only seize the different opportunities that surround Soweto. And I mean, when we think about it, 62 years into 62 years later, opportunities are flooding Soweto, but only for those that grab those opportunities. So you need to see the opportunities, grab the opportunities, and think that somebody...
today we got like young entrepreneurs.
Exactly. So you don't sit in a corner and think that things are going to happen and they're going to come to you. And hence we're saying that urban ghetto, because Soweto is not as ghetto as y'all think it is.
It's urban,
it's not as ghetto as people think it is. So talent is alive on the dusty streets of Soweto. Today we talk to KJ, my lovely guest
the
today.
newborn king, the last in the family.
Oh yeah,
okay.
The last in the family. Okay. But I just think just before we go into our actual conversation with him, because he's got a big story to tell us about where he comes from, who he is, and mama. And I think if you can listen closely, you can actually hear a soundtrack by somebody
so it sounds familiar.
Somebody that's known as KJ. We're gonna take a break. Let's go to Dugza. Get your hustle on, and when we come back, we dive straight into the interview.
Let's go.
Izinto ziyafeka, izinto azilungi, kodwa go get your hustle on. Obathu yanokha iminyanga idlule, kodwa go get your hustle on. Get your hustle on, go get your hustle on. Get your hustle on, get your hustle on. Get your hustle on, go get your hustle on. Get your hustle on, get your hustle on. Ngiphuma kude together, impilo nzima kodwa I'm just trying to keep up. Yeah, good fight, follower, be a leader. At the end of the tunnel, beggar, your future is lit up. A life is koro, all we do is bullshit. Upilo kitoko lushebentwe asi movie. Waspana mara di bogo to hadi holy. Wapatala pa di kono to hadi movie. But then again, whatever, that's the way it goes. I can only make it if I do make it to a modilo. Into high sa hot of fatty, yes, you gotta let it show. How it's interesting and to look, they better let it go. When I just they don't ever care who reba to barre. Trust Mudimo, the solution in Momatade. Stand tall against all Utaba Mocha. Then float cause Hale also gone. This is to their bed, this is to as you go get your hustle on. Over to your no killing your life, only go get your hustle on. Get your hustle on, go get your hustle on. Get your hustle on, get your hustle on. Get your hustle on, go get your hustle on. Get your hustle on, get your hustle on. This is to their bed, this is to as you go get your hustle on. Over to your no killing your life, only go get your hustle on. Get your hustle on, go get your hustle on. Get your hustle on, get your hustle on. Get your hustle on, go get your hustle on. Get your hustle climb it up. Gotta secure that check, ngobimpilo iraf. Ungalindi opportunity, just create it. Eba netemba, that's the only way to make it. Live your life, Fuksokola is a part of it. Go for the price, doesn't matter just how hard it gets. Nobody cleaning some fetu uti ukalaxis. Turn nothing into something, hlanganisa noma ye. Ukuphumelela kukithi as individuals. Shinji hustle it and turn it into a ritual. Gotta handle your business, keep going for the riches. Faggot spani every minute till your time diminish. Keep going, and for you to be somewhere, you gotta start somewhere. Izinto azilungi, go get your hustle on. Over to ya no killing young I tell me, go get your hustle on. Get your hustle on, go get your hustle on. Get your hustle on, get your hustle on. Get your hustle on, go get your hustle on. Get your hustle on, get your hustle on. Izinto azilungi, go get your hustle on. Over to ya no killing young I tell me, go get your hustle on. Get your hustle on, go get your hustle on. Get your hustle on, get your hustle on. Get your hustle on, go get your hustle on. Get your hustle on, get your hustle on.
Welcome back. That was a nice track, don't you think?
Dukesa.
Dukesa.
And I haven't,
Get
like,
your
I haven't
hustle
heard from
on.
this guy like in a while, but it's really good.
It's a
that
dope,
he's getting his
dope.
hustle on.
So yeah, as we get straight into it, just before we went to our music break, we had introduced our topic, which is urban ghetto, and I'm here with KG himself. KJ. Oh, sorry.
Josiah. Garabo.
KJ Garabo Josiah.
Yes, Josiah.
What a
It means
name,
Jesus
Josiah.
saved. It means Jesus saved. That's a
Jesus,
big word.
Jesus saved.
Yes.
Yay,
saves.
look at you go all serious.
I
when
mean,
you're
come
like,
on now.
Hey,
Hey, that's a big word.
you better
man.
know.
Hey.
Anyways, moving right along. Tell us more about yourself, KJ.
Well, I grew up in the dusty streets of Soweto, Gaslamagasi.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you don't believe me, ask Trevor Noah. He'll
Oh,
tell you.
yeah.
So like growing up in Soweto, like it was fun, it is fun actually, but I think it was more fun like back in the day because you were taught about humility, respect, responsibility, and how to share, because like growing up, it was easy for a child to just go next door and ask for some sugar
Which is
or
true.
whatever that you didn't have at your house, of which it's something that you seldom see like these
Yeah.
nowadays, you understand?
These days, it's every man for himself.
Exactly. Like there's a lot of things that have changed, man. Like there's a lot of hatred in the neighborhood, but it's one of the things that makes Soweto to be Soweto, you understand, because you're taught about survival as well.
The what is it? Battle of the fittest.
Yeah.
Did I say it right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I know when people think of Soweto, right, people automatically think of the ghetto, that it's ghetto and
Yeah.
I don't wanna go to
especially
Soweto,
for the
my
people that have
goodness.
never been to
Yeah.
Soweto. Yeah.
I don't want to go to Soweto. No, I can't, but it's actually more urban than people actually.
Yeah. I think a lot of things change.
A lot of things have changed
yeah.
since
There's a lot of
62
improvements
years
actually.
back,
Yeah.
when the people from Sophia Town first moved into Middlelands. Things have drastically changed.
Yeah, true.
So can you describe like the urban part of it? Like what's so urban about it? I
Well,
hope that's not a trick question.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. The thing is, like, like growing up, there was a lot of forum houses. We were like surrounded by a lot of forum houses,
Yes.
of which is something that is totally different now because you walk into Soweto, you still think like you're in the suburbs, of which like
Yeah.
Soweto, it is the suburbs, but like there's like long walls, like you find like a fully flashed mansion is
Exactly.
a house with the pool.
And you're like, okay, like, but why when
You
don't you
understand?
go to the north if you can afford this mansion?
Hey,
We are
hey,
Queen, yeah.
the north, we got Soweto. Come on now.
So you can actually come and the Soweto, there is like urban areas. Like I know Deep Blue
Yeah.
Extension, you have these
Yeah, yeah,
lawny.
And that is where I think
Mansions, right?
the Kosa family. I think they
Yes,
reside in-
and those houses
yeah.
that they cost like $1 million up. I'm telling you.
True,
Yeah.
true.
So I know that you are you are talented. You are a man with a lot of tricks.
Right.
Tell us about your talents and when did it start?
Well, I think it started back in high school when I was attending a choir. Because I used to be in school choir. Well, it wasn't by choice because I remember there was this our music teacher, in high school. So he was like, I just want you to join the choir. I think you look good to be in the choir.
Oh, you look good.
Also, the girls like they would like you. I'm like, come on, man.
Oh wow.
So I was like, okay, let me just try. Like at first, like it wasn't my thing, man. It really wasn't my thing because I was just too focused on like getting naughty because I was a naughty kid in high school. You understand?
You don't come across as naughty.
Hey, man. Yeah, but I mean that the time is gone now. So. I joined the choir in that was in 2012. Yeah, I think I was in grade 11. Yeah, 2012. So I think that's the love of music. That's where it grew up. But here's just the thing: like after I finished high school, I just didn't know what to do exactly. I just didn't consider like music as my thing until 2016. I went back and was
like, let me revisit.
Yeah, let me just try like recording a single and see what people are gonna, how like the feedback that I'm gonna get, So I started doing music again in 2016, up until now. So now I'm also studying music.
Oh,
school,
okay.
Conclusive of sound engineering, keyboard technique, arranging, and music business.
Oh,
wow. I just want to be a literate musician. You understand? I want to be a literate musician.
Oh, wow. Okay, I see. Yeah. I see where you're going with this. Okay, so obviously you have talents, but for a young person growing obviously in the ghetto, as we know it, Soweto,
urban.
How would you then say that you found your talent? Is it because you went to school? Do you think school had an impact and it opened you up to your passion and where you are right now? Do you think if you hadn't had the opportunity to go to school and maybe try out a choir, do you think you would be where you are?
I don't think so exactly, because I think back then, around about 2011 and 12, there were like a lot of choirs, especially in school. You understand? We were not exposed to choirs in the neighborhood. There were choirs in the neighborhood, but then it wasn't like it wasn't exactly. It wasn't a big of a thing as now. You understand? Because I think a lot of musicians can relate to what I'm saying now. Is that they like the love for music? It started in the choir.
In the choir, right?
It was, you wouldn't find like somebody saying, okay, I'm doing music and like I'm successful in what I'm doing,
and I'm loving what I'm doing.
Exactly.
But I think as well, maybe you threw yourself into the opportunities. When the opportunity came,
that's true,
you actually went for it, even though you were a bit hesitant, like, I'm not really a choir person, or hey, this is not for me, but let me try it anyways, And that's I think maybe as well, because in as much as we want to celebrate Soweto, because it's come a long way, from where we are to where it all started. But I think as well, a lot of opportunities are there, but they are also very hidden as well,
That's true.
And sometimes it's about who you are. But I think that's like everywhere, like even in the workspace, it's all about who you are. And these days it's also about who you know, right? Even at the workspace,
that is true.
Who do you know? Are you gonna get this job or not?
That is why they're saying you can have a degree, but knowing the HR is more important.
Yay. So so it's also it's also a good thing that you network and you connect with the right people as well, which is awesome. And then how have you survived the streets of Soweto whereas other people have failed? Because we know people that are stuck in the ghetto, they are stuck in and I'm not only really talking about Soweto, but like now I'm talking about townships all around. People get stuck and they get frustrated and they find themselves not being able to break out of that bubble. How have you then how did you push yourself out? Because it's very easy to get stuck as well.
I think like you get stuck first mentally.
Yes,
it doesn't mean like you in the ghetto now you just like you are supposed to be stuck there. No, you can be in the ghetto, but your mind is probably like in Senton. You're thinking like people from Senton, people who wake up in the morning
Hallelujah.
at 5 a.m.
Hey.
and start the day at 5 a.m. You don't necessarily have to wake up at 11 o'clock just because you're in the ghetto. Like, nah, I'm stuck. I think
Ah,
mentally.
going to buy fat cookies now.
Exactly. You
You know
understand?
the vibe.
So
right?
I think like you're stuck like mentally before like you actually get stuck physically. You understand?
yes.
So I think also it goes with like your personal choices, man.
The personal decisions
Yeah.
that you make, the people that
Exactly.
you keep in your circle,
Yeah.
what you read, what you
Exactly.
consume on
You know?
social media.
Exactly. Because with me, like I was exposed, especially in high school. I had friends like who smoked, who drink. You understand? I would do that sometimes, just being naughty. But then I came to a point whereby I just had to take it upon myself.
Yeah.
Like, nah, this is not me. You
Yeah,
understand?
like it didn't consume you.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So that means clearly you've got a backbone. Right?
And also, I mean, I was raised by a wonderful woman, my late mom.
Yay.
So yeah, shout out to my mom as well.
Shout out.
Yeah, I think it goes with personal choices, man. Like the choices that you make in life.
So she had, I'm assuming, a very positive
Yeah,
impact.
yeah, a big one. She played like a very big role in my life.
A huge role. Look at you.
You understand?
Ooh.
She raised a very young, strong, handsome man.
Oh, handsome
That I am
man.
today.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. And
Yeah.
what are your aspirations? Because now, fine, you are this musician. You've got a soundtrack out. I mean, if you listen carefully, if you really listen carefully, you can hear his voice, his second voice. The can you hear it? Yeah, that's
You're
him.
putting me on the
That's
spot now.
KG. That's KG right there. So I know
Jay, come
KG.
on
Why do I
now.
keep on saying KG?
Like I get that a lot. Like I don't know. Like
and
know,
your
like
name, your actual name, KG Garabo, doesn't even have a G.
it does it. It's Josiah. It's Jay.
KJ, KJ,
yeah.
Josiah.
It came to a point whereby like in school now they call me Marvin, of which I'm like, okay, I prefer Marvin because the other people
Is
be like,
Marvin even your
KJ.
name?
No, it's not.
Because it's Garabo, Josiah.
Josiah. Yeah.
And then Marvin?
It's a school name, man. It's a school name. It's
So
a name
somebody
that
just woke up one day is like, you are Marvin.
No, they was like one time, like my lecturer was asking a question in class, and I said, so he pointed at me, and then he asked me, "What's your name?" Before I could even tell him my name, he was like, "Okay, we're saying Marvin," and then everybody started calling me Marvin. Of which I find it's way better because now everybody I say, "What's your name?" I'm KJ. Oh, KG. Hey, what's up?
But
no.
It's so easy to fall into the KG because I think it's so popular.
GJ. More or less
GJ.
sounds the same a bit.
But anyways, yeah, you obviously have a soundtrack out,
true.
and probably hopefully we'll see a video one of these days popping
I'm
by.
working on that.
What are your aspirations like from today to 2021 moving forward, taking where you are now, maybe say in the next 5 years, what are your plans?
Well, for me, I aspire to be better than I was yesterday. You understand? And I'm also motivated by my past, like the things that I've done in the past, the things that I've achieved in the past. You understand? So I aspire to be better than I was yesterday. So right now I am currently doing music studies. You understand? I don't want to be like there's a lot of musicians. This doesn't only go to musicians only, but a lot of people. But because now I'm a musician, there's a lot of musicians who do what they're doing, but they don't know what they're doing.
They're just doing it just
Exactly.
for the sake of.
You understand? All they know is just get on the stage, perform next to the audience, perform for the audience rather, and then they get paid, and then that's it. They live a lavish life, buy cars, houses, but they don't really know what they're doing.
What's
understand?
the plan?
If you're gonna ask somebody, like an example, just simple example, a well-known, a famous musician, ask them what are royalties, for example. This is what you get like each and every week, if not every month. But if you ask them what are royalties, they won't be able to answer that. So with what I'm doing now, I'm studying music because
so it goes in depth.
Exactly. I don't want to be like an ignorant musician.
Pretty
I don't know
face
what I'm doing.
with a nice voice.
You understand? I don't want to be a bad brain, man. I don't want to be a bad brain. So that's why I'm going to school to just educate myself.
educate yourself, push yourself.
Exactly.
And just to become better as well, because I think education is key, right?
That's true.
I think, okay, and just before we wrap it up, how would you encourage a young person from the ghetto that looks up to you? You know, what would you say to them in order for them to get where you are and to keep moving, or to even become better than you if you will let them be?
You know, like that in Dukes' song. It said, keep your hustle on, man.
Hello.
Just keep your hustle on, man.
Hello.
Just get up in the morning, take a bath. Ubangene. Like vukeze ubangene.
Yeah, ubangene.
Exactly.
Ubangene.
Exactly. Don't do any justice, you understand? Don't fall into the trap of waking up in the morning, just sitting by the corner. Come on, don't fall into the trap.
You're becoming darker, and the sun is upon you. And
exactly, it's hard, but man, just keep your hustle on.
But I like what you said earlier on when you said it's all in them. It's a mental status thing, right?
That's
that
true.
You are first trapped in your mind before you physically are trapped, because you can actually think that I'm going to think like a person that's in Santon. I'm going to think like a person that stays in the north. But as soon as you are mentally trapped, I think that's where the problem starts. So if we can all maybe learn to untrap ourselves in our environment, you know, you can. Don't let your environment consume you. Thank you so much, KJ.
That's right, man.
Is there anything else? Maybe share your social media handles. Where can we find your music?
You can find my music on it's Audimac, SoundCloud, and on YouTube. It's IAM_KJ, KAYJAY. IAM_KAYJAY.
As we wrap it up, thank you so much. And we are going straight into Tebe X. Are you okay?
Are you okay? Are you okay? So tell me, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? So tell me, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Jason, I never knew. Find a young in a bando, sipping hard liquor with the whole crew, cooking raps like in a hot stew. Okay, Jason, I never knew. Find a young girl, she a high load, selling young for my diva notes. Gotta take care of the fam, that's the way it goes. Okay. Tryna find a way out. I just hope you keep your. Are you okay? Are you okay? So tell me, are you okay? Are you okay? Been hustling the whole day for the whole day. A youngin', but you don't play. No, you don't play. Are you okay? Are you okay? Yeah. I swear they don't know you like I do. You've been on your ones and twos, hustling to make it through. Man, I swear they don't know you like I do. I've been on my ones and twos, hustling. I'm just like you, like you. Pull up in a skirt on them, put the hood on them. That's the mentality when you on the street. That's the mentality all up on this beat. Can't tell you nothing when you standing on your feet. Never been a beggar, never been up on your knees. For no, only God you believe. For no, never stop your belief. Belief in this Jason, I never knew. Find a young in a bando, sipping hard liquor with the whole crew, cooking raps like in a hot stew. Okay, Jason, I never knew. Find a young girl, she a high load, selling young for my diva notes. Gotta take care of the fam, that's the way it goes. Okay. Tryna find a way out. I just hope you keep your. Are you okay? Are you okay? So tell me, are you okay? Are you okay? Been hustling the whole day for the whole day. A youngin', but you don't play. No, you don't play. Are you okay? Are you okay? Yeah. I swear they don't know you like I do. You've been on your ones and twos, hustling